Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who to the Curve, and this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today, we're going to be speaking on 15 things never to do in the United States, according to Americans, a sarcastic and humorous guide. Welcome, dear listener, to the United States of America, and a land where freedom and contradictions coexist in a symphony of chaos and convenience. If you're planning a trip to the land of the free and home of the brave, you might want to take note of some unspoken rules that Americans swear by. Or don't. After all, who needs cultural sensitivity when you have Google Translate and a credit card, right? Without further ado, here are 15 things you should absolutely positively never do in the USA according to Americans. Number 1, never forget to tip. Tipping, the delightful American tradition where the onus of paying service workers a living wage falls squarely on your shoulders. Forget to tip? You monster. You might as well walk around with a sign that says, "I hate puppies." In America, a 20% tip is not just appreciated, it's practically your ticket to heaven. Number 2, never mention the metric system. Feet, inches, miles, and gallons. Americans' stubborn refusal to embrace the metric system is a quirk as charming as it is baffling. Mention kilometers or liters, and you'll be met with the blank stares, or worse, a lecture on how the imperial system just makes more sense. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Number 3, never skip the small talk. In the USA, small talk is a social lubricant that keeps the wheels of conversations turning, whether it's the weather, sports, or universally adored topic of how terrible traffic is. You must engage. Fail to do so, and you'll be labeled as rude, aloof, or, heaven forbid, European. Number 4, never criticize American football. Football in America is just not a sport. It's a religion. Criticize it, and you might as well be disparaging apple pie, bald eagles, and the very essence of freedom itself. Yes, it's a game where men in tight pants tackle each other for 3 hours, but it's our game, damn it. Number 5, never assume all coffee is created equal. Starbucks might be on every corner, but don't you dare assume that all coffee is the same. There's a vast world beyond the frappuccinos, including local roasters and indie cafes. And remember, ordering a regular coffee in New York means something entirely different from ordering it in Seattle. Number 6, never jaywalk. Look, we know jaywalking laws are a bit of a joke everywhere else, but in the USA, some cities take it seriously, very seriously. Cross the street on your own peril, and you might find yourself on the receiving end of a stern talking to from a local, or worse, a hefty fine. Number 7, never underestimate the power of the Second Amendment. Guns everywhere in America. The right to bear arms is as sacred as the right to binge watch Netflix on a lazy Sunday. Question the wisdom of this, and you'll ignite a debate fiercer than any political showdown. Just smile, nod, and maybe invest in some Kevlar. Number 8, never skip the national anthem. Whether at a sport event, a school assembly, or a random Wednesday afternoon, if the national anthem plays, you stand. You stand and you put your hand over your heart like you're auditioning for a patriotic film. Failure to do so will be met with glares that could melt steel. Number 9, never assume public transportation is reliable. Oh, sweet summer child, if you think public transport in the USA is reliable, you've been misled. Outside of a few major cities, public transport is the stuff of legends, talked about and rarely seen. Rent a car, embrace the open road, and invest in a good GPS. Number 10, never ignore personal space. Americans love their personal space. Love it, cherish it, need it. Stand too close, and you'll make people uncomfortable faster than you can say invasion of privacy. Maintain a healthy distance, and everyone will be much happier. Number 11, never forget sunscreen. The American sun is not your friend. Whether you're in Florida, California, or even the supposedly mild Midwest, the sun will find you and it will burn you. Ignore this advice and you'll end up looking like a lobster who lost a fight with a tanning bed. Number 12, never assume all states are the same. The USA is a melting pot of cultures. climates, and quirks. Assuming New York City is the same as New Orleans or that Texas is just like Vermont is like assuming all cheese tastes the same. They don't. Explore, experience, and enjoy the diversity. Number 13, never forget to smile. In America, smiling is practically a national pastime. People smile at strangers, at dogs, at inanimate objects. Fail to return a smile, and you'll be labeled as grumpy, unfriendly, or worst of all, not from around here. So flash those pearly whites, even if your heart is not in it. Number 14, never underestimate the power of fast food. Fast food is to America what wine is to France, a cultural staple and a way of life. Sure, you could seek out a 5-star dining experience, but nothing says I'm living the American dream like stuffing your face with a greasy burger at 2 a.m. Just don't ask for a salad. It confuses the staff. Number 15, never forget the power of patriotism. Patriotism in America isn't just a feeling. It's a full contact sport. Flags, fireworks, and fervor are all part of the package. Questioning America's greatness, especially on the 4th of July, is like walking into a lion's den covered in steak sauce. You might not make it out unscathed. So there you have it, 15 things to never do in the United States, packed with enough sarcasm and humor to hopefully make your trip enjoyable and educational. Remember, the USA is a vast and varied land full of contradictions and quirks that make it uniquely American. Embrace the chaos, enjoy the ride, and whatever you do, don't forget to tip. Thank you for listening to Who Threw the Curve. Don't forget to like us, share us, and subscribe. Thank you.